You're listening to the John and Heidi Show, now featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Farris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
Faith, freedom, and the best music of the 80s and 90s. You are listening to Sunny 93.3. We've got our bonus hour of Mr. Dan Farris. Dan, how you doing over there, sir?
You know, I'm doing okay. It's been a rough tumble couple of days around here.
It has been bizarre.
Oh, yeah. The big news, of course, is the storm that blew through the other night.
Yikes.
Lots going to be going on with that. Just finally assessing the damage. 40-plus businesses.
Yeah, it was kind of ripped up.
You know, some crippling damage. Some probably won't be back, certainly as we've known them.
Yeah.
Right.
For years. And just by the nature of our business, we happen to know a lot of the business owners.
Yeah.
Involved, and something to keep in mind, or what I was thinking about. You look by it and you go, well, that's just that one store and whatever. But I mean, it affects literally thousands of people from the business owner,
customers,
their staff, their vendors, accountants, you name it. I mean, it's a pebble in a pond situation. So
my thing that I would do is, first of all, if you have storm damage, make sure that you're working with a reputable company to come in and fix it, because that's the worst thing that I see happen. Home Builders Association put out a memo yesterday, and I shared that through our social media, but I've seen it done where, you have a natural disaster go through, and then you have some vultures come through and pick up a bunch of insurance money and then skip town without doing the work.
Yeah, we're going to actually dig into that a little deeper in about 20, 40 minutes here.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it's just
very thing, John.
Very cool. So be aware. And for those of you who are in the path of the storm, we feel terrible for you. Our prayers are with you, and thoughts and prayers, and hope that everything goes well and you recover as quickly as possible. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Mr. Dan Farris on Sunny 93.3.
Before you know it, Christmas will be here. Are you ready? If you plan to use a credit card while shopping, make sure you have the very best credit card for you. It's free to click around and see what we can do for you at bettercreditcards.net. We have options from many different banks and different credit card companies who put out their best offers to earn your business. See if we can help you get a better credit card at bettercreditcards.net. Bettercreditcards.net. That's bettercreditcards.net.
Faith, freedom, and the best music of the 80s and 90s. You are listening to Sunny 93.3. It's time now for Ranger Dan's Critter Corner.
Well, I'm rough, tough, and ready. I'm a heck of a man. Eat my beans and weenies from a frying pan.
He's Ranger Dan.
Easy. I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I loves to wrestle bears and lasso ducks. Run over possums in my government truck.
He's Ranger Dan.
Easy. I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I loves all the campers and the animals, too. If you're picking on critters, I'm coming after you.
He's Ranger Dan.
Yes, sir. I'm Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
Hello, Radio Rangers and everybody within the sound of my rangery voice. Let's see, we got some business stuff to take care of here before I drop a little critter.
Creature knowledge?
Listen to me stumbling, rumbling, fumbling, huh? How about that? That doesn't happen very often.
Except
pretty much every time I do this. Been pretty much overwhelmed by the inquiries from out-of-state hunters heading this way.
Yeah, how'd that go?
So
been busy, huh?
Put the offer out in case you're not aware, and you do come from surrounding states to hunt South Dakota. Out-of-state license can be pretty spendy. Upwards, by the time everything's said and done, upwards about $300. So me and my cohorts decided to offer a little special deal this Saturday only, from 9 to noon.
Okay.
We're going to extend those hours from 9 to 12:30.
Oh, nice. Give people an extra half hour there.
And actually add a little bonus, a little more something. And here's the situation, in case you don't know. We will be cleverly located behind Love's Truck Stop off I-90 on North Cliff Avenue. Again, from 9 until 12:30. We can suit you up with the documentation, the license, everything you're going to need paperwork-wise. Enjoy your hunt for $50.
Nice.
Take about 15 minutes. And again, if you buy an official Ranger Dan hat, badge, and or taser, you get a $5 gift certificate redeemable at Al's Oasis, nestled beautifully on the Missouri River near Chamberlain. And also sign up to win one of 3 Ranger Dan official generic brand canned hams.
Very nice.
So there will be 3 lucky winners.
We'll be drawing for those right around Thanksgiving. Good Lord willing, the creek don't rise and the authorities don't catch up with us. Look for the 2003 tan and rust-colored PT Cruiser with the mini blinds, flying Nebraska plates.
Nice.
Now, a little critter knowledge, because that's why we're here. Cows. I said cows. Listen up, little radio rangers. Cows kill more humans every single year than all the venomous snakes on the planets combined.
Are you kidding me?
They're vicious.
I'm not kidding. You can
What
look
are these
it up.
cows up to?
And that's why we kill them and eat them, and we tend not to eat too many snakes. So there you go.
They're
That's good to know.
vicious.
So, little radio ranger, say your prayers, go to church, stay in school, eat your vegetables, don't be playing soccer, don't let me catch you wearing Crocs. Ranger Dan out. Yes, sir.
Ranger Dan's Critter Corner right here on Sunny 93.3.
If you have a drug problem, don't let it ruin your life. You can be in treatment as soon as tomorrow, and you can start to get clean in as little as 7 days. Take the first step to get drugs out of your life at timeforrehab.com. Your insurance may cover everything, so you really have nothing to lose. Timeforrehab.com. Start your new life. You deserve it. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Faith, freedom, and the best music of the 80s and 90s. You are listening to Sunny 93.3. It's time now for Water Cooler Talk, brought to you by Aqua One. Here's Mr. Dan Farris. How you doing, Dan?
Doing pretty well. Again, lots of, this storm thing.
Yeah, a lot of
It's
stuff.
going to be the really bad gift that's going to be giving for a while. And I think you mentioned this a little while back, John. But one of the things that happened is some unsavory individuals will converge on our fair city, go door to door when they see damage, and they probably are not the
Vultures.
Yeah, and if they're good at it, they know how to play on emotions.
Yeah.
They know blah, 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 and they can get away with it. So first, ask for a business card.
Yeah.
That's just one of the things up front, and is their contact information there. Make sure it's working. Make sure they're licensed. Make sure they're bonded.
Don't pay them in advance.
For heaven's sake, if you can go local, that's the best thing to do. Do you know somebody? That would be fantastic.
And here's the tough thing. It's so easy now to look local, because you can roll into town and get a cell phone number instantly.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So it's really easy to come here from wherever and then look local. So check and see if they have local license plates. That's going to make a difference.
Yeah, because these snake oil salesmen, they're going to be coming around, and I do like calling them different names. And this actually happened to me a couple of years ago, having to do with the siding on my house. It's a true story. They could be shysters, they could be cons, ne'er-do-wells, scammers, chiselers, swindlers, fraudsters, shills, grifters, scoundrels, charlatans, and if they're from England, pettifoggers.
I like those. My favorite so far.
Now, if you live in an older home like I do, the situation down in the basement, it used to be cold storage.
Oh, yeah.
And it's all sealed off. There's just a wooden door to it, but it's its own enclosed space. And the guy who was hitting me up on the siding, I will go down and see him every couple of days still after 2 years. I'd say, how you doing? Here's a sandwich. How'd that whole swindle and me thing go for you? There, Ronnie, huh? So again, get the license, make sure they're legit, and it doesn't hurt to get a urine sample.
All right. Thanks, Dan, for that update.
You bet.
I've got some tips from maybe, a little more prestigious source, the Home Builders Association. They sent it out yesterday. We reposted it on our Facebook page. And I'm going to be chatting with one of the fine folks from the Home Builders Association in just a bit about the Home Builders Parade of Homes. That's on the way. And we'll be back with Dan in a bit for some entertainment news on Sunny 93.3.
The average household has thousands of dollars in credit card debt. If you find yourself in that position and you're making minimum payments, you could be in debt for a long time. Make sure you have the very best card with the very best rates at bettercreditcards.net. We work with different banks and different credit card companies who put out their best offers to earn your business. See if we can help you get a better credit card at bettercreditcards.net, bettercreditcards.net. That's bettercreditcards.net.
Thank you so much for listening to the John and Heidi Show. Super excited to chat with Doug from Top Construction. We're going to talk about a parade, but it's not a kind of parade with floats and candy. It's a parade with a bunch of awesome homes. It is the Fall Parade of Homes, and it's coming up this weekend and next weekend. Doug, how are you, sir?
Hey, I'm doing great, John. Thanks for taking my call.
Absolutely. Now, with Top Construction, do you guys have some homes on this parade as well?
Well, as a matter of fact, we do. We have one of the two feature homes this year.
Nice.
It's number 51, built by myself, Top Construction. It's at 9513 West Lakeside Circle.
Very cool. And I'm looking on the info. It says there's a game room, a hidden safe room, a storm shelter, and also provides lakeside living, which is always really nice.
Yeah, we are out on the Cherry Lake Reserve Edition, and they're adding some new lots on the far west side, and they're cutting a new lake in. So this house will actually have about 120 feet of lakeshore on it. So it's at the end of a cul-de-sac lot.
So is the home that you have, is this one already sold, or if somebody walks in there and falls in love, can they still buy it?
Well, I tell you, they just might be lucky because this house is for sale.
Oh.
So we would love to have everyone come out and take a look. There is a $5 donation fee required for the feature homes, this one and for number 24 by Defenbaugh Homes, which is going to be another beautiful home. The $5 donation goes to the Sioux Empire Care Foundation, which is a great organization in itself. It continues to give back to the community year after year. We have a repair fair day. We do scholarships. We have summer construction camps. It's not like the builders are taking the $5 and just sticking it in their pocket. This goes to a great cause.
It does, and that is a great organization. So thank you very much for doing what you do to help with that. Now, if people would like to go on the Parade of Homes, it is this weekend and next weekend, Saturday, Sunday, from 1 to 5, both days. So if people want to get out there, would you encourage them to come out early, or is it okay if they wait till the next week, or does it not really matter, just kind of whatever their schedule is?
Well, I tell you what, I always encourage them to come out early because you see a lot of people come through 2 times because there's just so much to see. With over 50 homes, you never know exactly what you're going to run across. There's something for every person out there, whether you're building a $200,000 house or $1 million house. So you might find something you want to come back and look at the next week. So we really encourage people to go to the HBASiouxEmpire.com and check out that website. We have an interactive map there where you can get on there and plan your whole day out and make sure you hit all the homes that you want to see.
That is fantastic. And I suppose if you're in the market to buy a home, you'd want to get out there early, too, instead of waiting till everybody's had a chance to see them, because then the home you fall in love with, somebody might have bought it yesterday. So get out there early.
That's right. Last year I sold the home on the very first day.
That is awesome.
Yeah, there's so much to see. There's going to be so many new things out here for the clients, different finishes, different types of homes, modern, you name it.
Well, and I see here that we were talking about your featured home, and then you had mentioned the one from Defenbaugh, and I'm looking at the details on that. There's a 6-stall underground garage, glass on windows changed from see-through to opaque at the click of a button, 2 grand islands in the kitchen, so that sounds like a beautiful home as well. And every single home, even the ones that are not featured homes, they're all beautiful homes, and it's a great way to go get some fun ideas if you're planning on building, or if you're even in the market to buy a home, you might be able to just buy one right there on the Parade.
That's right. All the builders in the Sioux Empire Home Builders Association have been working tirelessly to make this a great event for everybody. I know there's a lot of people out there right now that are working from sunup to sundown and even later than that to make sure this is a great event for everyone.
Well, it's all coming up this weekend and next weekend. Doug, thank you again for taking the time to chat.
Thank you, John.
Again, over 50 newly built homes from the Home Builders Association of the Sioux Empire. They're in Sioux Falls, Brandon, Harrisburg, and T. You can get all the information in the Home Ideas magazines at every Hy-Vee location. It's the September issue. And there's an online interactive map at HBASiouxEmpire.com. We'll throw a link to that at Facebook.com/SunnyRadio.
If you can't have a drink without it leading to another drink and another drink, maybe it's time to get help. There are programs designed to help take alcohol out of your life for good at timeforrehab.com. Don't let a drinking problem spill over into other areas of your life. Get help to quit drinking and start living the life you truly deserve at timeforrehab.com. Your insurance may cover everything. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Faith, freedom, and the best music of the 80s and 90s. You're listening to Sunny 93.3. It's time now for entertainment news of the day with Mr. Dan Farris.
Oh, the celebrities. I'm just going to have to wing this. My screen just went blank. So, a lot's going on in the world, all kinds of things, political, there's strife. Apparently, racism still exists, even though we can't buy a Confederate flag anymore.
Yeah.
But I thought that fixed it.
If you're like me, no matter what's going on in your life, whether personal or otherwise, you wonder what's going on with A-Rod and J-Lo.
Of course.
What is going on there?
You do. As you know, they got engaged.
Yeah.
And as you know, A-Rod bought her like a $60,000 Porsche or something for her birthday, even though she hasn't driven in 20 plus years. But yeah, they are going to get married, and it's going to happen soon. And apparently they're inviting all their exes and everything else. And I had no idea it ran this deep. He's been married once or twice, has 3 or 4 kids from previous. She's been married 3 other times.
Okay.
J-Lo. And I look at things like that, and it's only in the world of like celebrities.
Yeah, where that's...
All of a sudden, here's this long history. And they do it in pretty shortly, too. I mean, you know. But I have to look at it and I go, at some point, wouldn't you go, I'm not very good at this.
Yeah, you might.
Maybe I'll just not do this again for a long time.
I like the Hollywood couples that get together and stay together for a long time. Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell, they've been together forever.
I do too. Tom Hanks and her.
And Mrs.
Hanks.
Mrs. Hanks.
You know that one?
I know who she is. Yeah, I can't think of her name, but...
Milton Berle.
I don't think that's it. It's something different.
I'm guessing you're right, John.
Oh, you meant
Wow.
you meant someone else.
I picked the wrong decade to stop drinking. Okay.
Thanks for coming in with entertainment news.
Oh, but another J-Lo news, the buzz is she may have been tagged already, even though the season just started. She may be the halftime entertainment at Super Bowl.
There you go.
Oh, that one would be fun.
I guess I don't know. I don't know a lot about her music. I know. I mean, she's been in the business a long time. She was one of what was it, the Fly Specks, one of the Dirty Dancers on what was that show with? They're all brothers.
Are you making this
Wait,
up?
no.
Are you
In Living Color?
I'm in the celebrity business. Thank you. In Living Color.
Yeah, she's
Yes.
one of the dancers.
She was one of the fly people.
That's what they call them, is fly specs?
Was it the Fly Girls?
Fly girls.
Fly girls?
Fly Girls?
They were not fly specks.
What?
I don't
They were
think-
fly girls.
There's somebody listening right now that's correcting all of this. And they're going to call me, rightfully so. I'm like,
Whatever.
You guys don't know what you're talking
Hey,
about. No, we don't.
come take my job.
I thought Tom Hanks was married to Milton Berle. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Come get a piece of this. Whatever. You think you can do better?
Yeah, probably.
I got a lot. Wow.
Well, Dan,
Wow.
thanks for coming in, man.
Holy cow.
Talk to you tomorrow.
Whatever. Gee, yeah.
Dan Farris right there with today's entertainment news of the day on Sunny 93.3.